Mr. Elgato just released two different USB microphones. We've got the Wave 1 at $130, and in this video we're going to compare that against the Wave 3, which oddly enough is only $30 more. So let's go ahead and get these unboxed, see what the differences are, give you a mic test, and we're going to try to find out which microphone is better for you. I'll leave a link in the description with current pricing and more information. One thing I will mention, these two are just slightly different in dimensions. The Wave 3 is 153 by 66 by 40, and the Wave 1 is just a little bit smaller at 141 by 66 by 40. Also, the Wave 3 is a little bit heavier at 280 grams, where the Wave 1 is 245 grams. The nice thing is, whether you're on PC or Mac, mixing software on both of these are tailored for creators, and they're even advertising distortion proof. Both have a switchable low cut filter, a clip guard, PC audio return via USB, real-time monitoring, headphone output. With the Wave 3, you're going to get the capacitive mute, where you don't get that with the Wave 1, and they both have direct controls right on the outside of the microphone. Both have headphone volume, but with the Wave 3, you're going to get input gain and mic PC monitor crossfade. Also with the Wave 3, you're going to get 96 kHz and only 48 kHz on the Wave 1. Both are 24-bit max bit depth, and both of these are a condenser USB microphone. Be aware you've got to have Windows 10 and 64-bit with 4 GB of RAM. And then on Mac, you have to have Mac OS 10.15 or newer with 4 GB of RAM. Let's go ahead and do an unboxing of the Wave 1 and see what we've got. So it looks like they want you to download the Elgato Wave Link app to get started. Here's the included adapter, USB-C cable. Okay, so it's definitely got some weight to it. Okay, so it looks like most of the weight is in the base. It's really easy to screw the base off if you want to use this on a boom arm. They do sell a pop filter, a shock mount, and you can also get wave extension rods, so it pretty much rotates 180 degrees. USB port and headphone jack is there on the back. On the front, you've got your headphone volume, and then you just press it in to mute the microphone. So overall, this actually looks a lot nicer than I thought it would be. A lot of this is made of metal with just a little bit of plastic here and there. This looks really nice in person. I gotta say, this seems a lot smaller than, say, my Blue Yeti or HyperX Quadcast, but I think a lot of people might like that, so it doesn't take up quite as much room on your desk. So now let's go ahead and open up the Wave 3 and see what we've got. Pretty much the same documentation where it wants you to download the WaveLink app. You get the same exact adapter and USB-C cable. One thing I can see right away is the Wave 3 is just a little bit longer or taller to get your indicator lights here for your controls. Not only that, you've also got a mute button there on the top. USB-C port and headphone jack is in the same location on the back. And the controls on the front, you've got your mic gain, or you can push the button to select which mode. And then you get your indicator light for gain, monitor, or mix. On the top, you just tap it to mute or unmute. Hopefully it's going to be just as good as the HyperX Quadcast. So even though the Wave 3 is just a little bit heavier, tell you the truth, they're so close, I can't really tell the difference. And then on the bottom of both microphones, you've got a really thick piece of rubber that's going to help it from moving around. It should also help with any vibrations on your desk. So far, I like the look of both of these. I mean, they're basically like twins. They're both so similar, at first glance you wouldn't know which is which. Now that we've covered most of the basics, let's get right into the mic test and see if the more expensive Wave 3 actually sounds any better. Now once you connect your Wave microphone, you can open up the WaveLink software. At the bottom you've got Monitor Mix. Obviously you only get that with the Wave 3, so you're just going to adjust volume for Wave 1, and then it shows your stream mix below that. It also shows your inputs along the top main section. You have your microphone, system, music, browser, and voice chat. They also allow you to add additional inputs as well, I believe up to 9, but they do mention only one Wave microphone is supported at this time. Within each input you have additional settings such as gain, output volume, mic PC mix, enhanced low cut filter, and clip guard. Then up in the preferences in the corner you can check for updates automatically. You can also open the WaveLink software at login if you like. Then it also has a shortcut to your Windows sound settings as well. So overall, it's a pretty simple interface that lets you get to what you need in order to get everything dialed in just how you like. This is a mic test for the Elgato Wave 1 USB microphone. Currently, I'm about 1 foot away from the microphone. So let me know in the comments below, which do you think sounds better, the Wave 1 or the Wave 3? Just like the Wave 3, this has a steel grill, heavy duty desk stand. The control dial on this one is a little more simplified than on the Wave 3. You only get headphone volume and push to mute. On the back you got the same USB-C connection and a headphone jack. Now both on the Wave 3 and the Wave 1 you can get a pop filter. Now with both of these microphones you get a proprietary clip guard technology, which instantly reroutes the sound through a second signal path, then runs at a lower volume. The result is clean audio output no matter how loud you scream. Now whether you go with the Wave 3 or the Wave 1, they both are compatible with the WaveLink software, which will give you control of your Twitch stream or YouTube video or podcast audio. Again, this is the mic test for the Wave 1 by Elgato, currently $130. You can also use this with the Elgato Stream Deck, which helps to streamline your setup. This is a mic test for the Elgato Wave 3 USB microphone. Ideally, you'd want to use a boom arm so that it's a little bit further away from the keyboard. Cause yeah, if you're gonna do a lot of typing this close to the microphone, it's gonna be hard to hide it. Now I can tell already, from the short time I've used these two microphones, the controls on the Wave 3 are just so much better than the Wave 1. Being able to turn up the volume for the microphone just right on the microphone, you don't have to go into your software settings. It really just makes things so much easier. So that's really good on the Wave 3 versus the Wave 1. The other thing that's really nice is you do have a monitoring system and you can turn that up and down along with your headphone volume. Just these extra controls on the Wave 3 let you get everything dialed in that much better. Now I'm not saying the Wave 1 is a horrible microphone. You're just going to have to rely more on the software on your computer versus just having controls right on the microphone. Now the other thing that I think is much better is having the tap to mute on the top, because just like the HyperX Quadcast microphone, you can just tap that without making any noise. Where on the Wave 1, every time you push in the button to mute it, you're going to hear a little bit of noise from that button. Not really a huge deal for most people, but definitely something to keep in mind. Now let me know in the comments below how the Wave 3 sounds compared to the Wave 1. I'm still within about 1 foot of the microphone, but to me, only $30 more for all of these extra controls. Yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer. So yeah, if you're thinking about going with the Wave 1, I wouldn't. I would just get the Wave 3. It's definitely worth an extra $30. So hopefully this video gives you a little more info and closer look at the new Elgato Wave 1 and Wave 3 USB microphones. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.